Saturday's Mirror now, and Manchester United's glory days are gone, and now its star player could be too. Nick.
Yep, Cristiano Ronaldo has done a bombshell interview on an inferior channel that we usually beat, but this is done very well, and it was a fascinating interview. Basically, he came across to me pretty well as a lifelong United fan. Some of the fans will not have liked it, but I thought he came across well. But he said some things that you're never going to keep your job when you say. He said he has no respect for the manager, Erik ten Hag. He said, if he doesn't respect me, I don't respect him. And this was all to do with this thing of, well, not all to do with, but a large part of it was Ten Hag said, yeah, I won't bring you on with 3 minutes left in the game versus Man City because it's disrespectful. Then he asked him to come on with 3 minutes left in the game versus Tottenham. So Ronaldo's like, well, what are you on about? So he walked off. He also said that the facilities hadn't been upgraded since his time there under Alex Ferguson, which is true. He also said the Glazers don't care about football, they only care about marketing. And he said some quite moving stuff about his family. It was a good interview. The cynical part of it is he was doing it because the World Cup's coming up. He wants to shine in the World Cup and get a transfer. And obviously, after you said you don't respect the manager, you can't possibly go back. So that's what's going to happen. United are now going to terminate his contract, and there's going to be a legal battle for who pays what money, basically, because there might be 16 million that he might lose.
Yeah, I mean, are you in Team United or Team Ronaldo, Anthony?
I'd say I'm in Team United. I think for any normal, balanced person, they could find a way to end that relationship and sort of leave with their, their legacy intact. And he failed to do that. And I think I watched the interview today, and there were points in the interview where he spoke about himself in the third person. I couldn't help but see the single crucifix dangling from his right ear, and the whole tone of the interview is obsequious. And I think he's got so used to living within that bubble of, I am the greatest, I will be the greatest. And, he's a fantastic player even now, but he's not the greatest. And the reason why he's on the bench is for footballing reasons. I'm a Liverpool supporter, but I can see what Ten Hag is doing, and I think he's got every right to bench him. And, I just think he's dealt with it badly.
He doesn't fit into Ten Hag's plans, but to give the other side, Roy Keane was dealt with very badly when he left, as was Rio Ferdinand. There does seem to be a problem when you have these legend players. Of course, they have high status and big egos, but they've also given a lot to the club. Why can't the club communicate with them better and end on better terms? It doesn't seem that hard.
Can I ask you as a fan, then? I watched a couple of United games, and what I hated seeing from both him and Fernandes was, there'd be a passage of play, and he'd throw his arms up in disgust. And I felt that he made the other players around him smaller, and he made them less confident with his constant
that's annoying.
I didn't like
That's
it.
definitely annoying, and he's even said he regretted leaving the pitch versus Tottenham. But
he did
the flip side of it is that the younger players haven't listened to Ronaldo, and they're not listening to him, and they sort of don't like him. It's like, sure, you've got the best player, arguably, of all time. You want to copy what he's doing and listen to everything he has to say. And some players have, like Dalot, who he singled out as one of the great professional players. Surely you want to listen to Ronaldo if he's in your club and watch him and copy him.
Yeah, but then I bet if you spoke to Ten Hag or you spoke to the coaching staff, they might say, no, Sancho's been a fantastic professional. I mean, he had a difficult transition coming over to United, but at Dortmund he was incredible. I can't believe that he's sitting there eating massive wads of chocolate cake. It doesn't really sound or ring true to me.
I just realised we've alienated the general viewer who's not a football fan. That was just all noise to them.
I quite liked it. It was like a football podcast. Where's Alan Brazil?